To other news now, and a team of police from stations across the state has arrived in Townsville to assist local officers in tackling the city's growing youth crime problem. Their arrival coinciding with a community rally.
As authorities urge residents to be vigilant with security, some locals say the onus shouldn't be on them to stop youth crime, rallying over the weekend for the government to step in.
Every day, the government just keeps letting them go. The judges are bound by some sort of legislation as well, so the legislation has to change.
I believe the rally went very well. It was good to see the community start to hold government accountable. I want to see these perpetrators put in detention for long periods of time. And really that's up to the government now.
New measures to tackle crime in the north only recently announced, but advocates say they want something more.
The new boot camp for Townsville being announced in September, yeah, good step in the right direction, but still too far away to help us right now.
Their calls aren't going unheard either. A police task force recently arriving in the city to help battle the problem.
The police, they just do a really fantastic job. It's the system that lets them down as well.
Local leaders also getting behind advocates in the push for change.
I think there is an underlying anger there that if something isn't done with soon, I am very concerned about how the community will react.
Rosanna Kingson, Win News.
Minister for Police Jack Dempsey is calling for a crackdown on offenders who assault police. He says he'll consider installing mandatory jail terms if court decisions don't meet community expectations.
It's an ongoing concern right across the state, and it's shocking Queensland's police minister. Mr Jack Dempsey says it's time to get tough on those convicted of assaulting police. Mandatory jail time, just one option.
We might even look at increasing that, but also look at the type of assaults as well, because we've had 20 years of neglect in relation to making sure that we look after our police officers.
Last year, a Toowoomba officer was dragged along the road by a vehicle driven by an alleged offender on the run. And in Cairns, a female officer received minor injuries after she was allegedly pushed by a 27-year-old man. The latest statistics reveal more than 2,600 officers were assaulted across Queensland between 2011 and 2012. More than 500 of those occurred in North Queensland and 447 assaults for the North Coast region, which spans from the Sunshine Coast to Gladstone alone. Mr Dempsey says just last month a Brisbane officer was attacked with bricks and now requires plastic surgery. He's hoping tougher penalties will help stamp out the issue for good.
For me as an ex-police officer, I certainly understand the impact on a police officer, their family and their workmates. And the community obviously have a high expectation in relation to protecting those that protect our community.
A review into policing and penalties will be carried out mid-year. Emily McCowart, Win News.